Next, the tour heads into Worcester. Famous for its fine porcelain, today a husband and wife team are hoping to make it synonymous with a very different product. Neil and Laura Westwood were offering 15% of their company for a £100,000 investment when they entered the den last year.
Magic Whiteboard allows you to create a portable whiteboard from a roll anywhere in seconds. And you can see it sticks to any hard, flat surface without the need for tape, tack or glue. We have secured the sole and exclusive distribution and selling rights to Magic Whiteboard in the UK and Ireland. We've been trading now successfully for 2 years. This year we expect to have a turnover of £150,000. In year 3, our turnover will be £3 million, which will be a profit of £1.4 million.
I mean, they gave some very racy projections. I remember thinking, if you did that, I might just eat my hat.
You make a great secretary, Deborah.
Financial projections were the least of Peter Jones's concerns. He was ready to challenge the product at its most basic level.
Laura, Neil, my first look at this is almost ridiculous. Why would I use this?
Well, if you're a trainer, if you do any group work...
Well, I have a whiteboard. It just feels ridiculous. Can I borrow your pen?
I really wasn't surprised that Peter was as dismissive as he was. I didn't think he understood what it was all about. It's not often that Peter will stand up and use a whiteboard. It's been a long time since he was at the sharp end and had to do presentations.
I thought, oh my God, all this work we've done and Peter doesn't understand the product. We know it's selling. We had sales of £45,000 at that point. So you can't say it's ridiculous when you're actually making money.
It was the worst of all possible starts for Neil and Laura, and Duncan Bannatyne was about to increase the pressure.
What I'm concerned about is that the market isn't big enough to make this a business.
We estimate this market's worth about probably £100 million. The product itself is currently selling over 200,000 rolls in Japan.
It's beginning to sound quite interesting.
That moment with the 200,000 rolls to Japan, it was a turning point in the den, but it wasn't planned at all. I sort of detected that we might be losing them. You know, I was basically fighting for my life at that point, and I thought, I've come this way, I'm not going home sort of empty-handed.
Neil and Laura's determination impressed the remaining dragons, prompting Duncan Bannatyne to declare his position.
Because I like the two of you, I'm going to offer you £50,000. That's half the money you've asked for 20% of the company. What appealed to me about the business was it's such a simple little product. And I think it works, and I think it'll do well.
I do think it's a neat idea. So I am going to make you an offer.
Okay.
And it'll be for £50,000 for 20% of the business.
I knew Deborah was interested because she starts to sort of flick her finger. But to be honest, you know, we needed Theo because we know we've got a fantastic product, but we've got no distribution network. And that's why we wanted to get Theo involved.
I too will make you an offer for the whole sum of £100,000 for 40%.
Theo, I don't know whether you consider me as a partner.
After I made the offer, giving them all the money, I realised that Deborah still wasn't out. So the next thing I know, she tries to muscle in. I turned around and thought, you minx.
I have to say, you know, to my right sits Theo Paphitis, who knows more about stationery than I would ever know. So it was as much about me thinking, I think it's good, but Theo making the offer that made me think, yeah, this is a good one.
I'm going to say to you, if I go down to 20% for 50,000, and Deborah has the other 20% for 50,000, I think you have got a fantastic result in getting both of us.
Well, I think we've made a decision and we'd like to accept your offer.
They oozed enthusiasm. This was their life. You could just tell. I knew that with £100,000, we only had to sell a small amount of product in 12 months for that to be covered.
A year since the Den, and Theo is in Worcester.
Hi Theo, good to see you.
One of the Westwoods is missing from this business meeting, but Laura has an excuse that even a dragon partner would accept.
Well, Laura was planning to come, but we had a son yesterday called Morley. He was £9.10. Both mother and baby are really doing well, but Laura's obviously resting in hospital today.
But for Neil, it's business as usual, and he wants to show Theo one of their 3 new products in action.
So Theo, this is the magic blackboard, written on it with the coloured chalk markers.
Fantastic.
We've had to sort of explore who else can use Magic Whiteboard because it's such a versatile, practical product.
Chaps.
You writing your name? Yeah. We spotted that nurseries were buying it, so I approached Busy Bees and Leapfrog Children's Nurseries, their head office, went and did, a pitch effectively, a demonstration to them.
No, she's not going to tell us. Fantastic. Well, it's obvious then. You're George. And what's George drawing?
And as a result of that, they've decided to use it in all 140 of their nurseries across the whole of the country.
You do a snail.
Whilst we keep in touch with Neil and Laura, it's very difficult to get up here and see exactly what they're doing. And actually, I've got to be honest, I am totally blown away by the success and enthusiasm for the business.
That enthusiasm has, according to Neil, led to sales of 20,000 units since the Den. The rapid expansion means they've outgrown the original company base in their back room.
This is not your house?
No, this is our new premises. This is our storage facility and distribution centre.
I'm loving it. They're making an incredible amount of money. Obviously myself and Deborah are sharing in that. And more importantly, it's great to see a success story.
A success story it may be for Neil and Laura, but will their business match the demands of 2 multimillionaire investors?
What do you reckon you're going to do the next financial year?
The turnover next year is going to be 1.5 million.
1.5 million?
Yeah.
A 3-fold increase?
Yeah. The profit then will be like £1 million,
That's unbelievable. And you started this business 3 years ago with how much?
Started with £1,000, so, in 3 years, gone into a multi-million-pound business. I'm going to try my best.
Satisfied that he and Deborah will see a healthy return on their investment, there's just one thing left on the agenda for Theo.
Hiya.
Hello.
How are you keeping?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, we've got a visitor.
Hello. How you doing?
See you.
Congratulations.
This is Morley.
Little Morley. So when are you going home?
Tomorrow. They keep me in to chill out a bit.
Chill out and spoil yourself. Well, we can go around the business, have a good look around. What a transformation.
I know.
How it's changed.
Yeah, thank you.
Figures, I think, speak for themselves. I'm sure it'll be a massive success.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you both.
Thank
I think
you.
it's fabulous.
Thank you,
Me,
and
Deborah
thank you
and
for
I
coming to
are
see us.
so pleased. I wouldn't miss it for the world.